Hi everybody, it's Claire back with another art journal video. This one is sharing some things I created using Dina's latest release, as in the last one. I wanted to have a go at printing straight onto my tags using my glass mat as a surface, and you can see it works really well. You can get some really fun effects using Dina's acrylic heavy body paint, a little tiny spray of water, and then just dipping your tags straight in. You can create some lovely layered backgrounds with interesting marks on. Of course, you could put any mark down on your glass mat or surface. It doesn't have to be glass. The reason for the tweezers to help pick it up is just so that I didn't smudge it, because my nails are quite long. So yeah, give this a try. You can create some really fun textures. You could even do it straight into your journal if you were feeling brave. So I'm just using some of the newer colours. These are like the kind of pastel colours. This one isn't, this is iris. But obviously those new colours that came out recently, there was taffy, minty, watery, papaya. Can't think of any more. Heather? Or was it lavender? Lavender. Really pretty, and they do work really nicely with the other colours that are also in Dina's range. So I think they've sold quite well. I think somebody might have said that they've run out on somewhere they went to order them. So, you might have to look carefully or just wait for them to come back in stock, but they are really lovely to work with. So just building up the layers. I'm drying each one in between just so that I'm not going to smudge the colours and kind of make more of a mess than I intentionally want. But you can see I'm just lightly pressing those on. I'm not pressing hard. I just want to pick up some of the colour and get some of those marks onto these tags. And like I said, just building those layers. So once I'd got to a point where I was happy with the amount of colour on each tag, I gave them all a really good dry. And then, sorry, I'm starting with a cold today, so I might start coughing. I do apologise. I decided I wanted to edge each tag with black archival ink, just to help them stand out a bit more from the background. So just going straight in with the pad and just rubbing that onto the edges. You do get a bit more of a grungy look doing it this way, but I'm okay with that. That's fine. And this is purely just for the reason of giving those an edge and making them stand out a bit more from the background. I'm going to be using 3 tags on this page, as you can see. I want to kind of create like almost like little windows, I guess, onto my page. So then I was just kind of working out where I wanted them to be. So here I'm using Dina's sticky back canvas tape. I'm going to use this to stick these tags in. So if you do a little cut in it, you can see that you can rip it lengthways. You can also paint and stencil onto this tape. It is lovely. So it is like a fabric tape. If you can't get your hands on this, you can get off Amazon or eBay or any kind of, like, I suppose, pharmacy. There's like a sports tape that physios use, which is also really great to use in this way. It's great for also binding books and things like that. It's quite a nice thing to have in your stash. So I'm just cutting some of these pieces to size. I'm doing one piece on the front, flipping the tag over and putting another piece on the back. That's just to make sure that they kind of stay where I want them to be. Okay. And then I decided I would go in with some iris on a blending tool and just kind of smoosh some colour onto my page, across onto the back of the tags a little bit. So when you're creating a spread like this, the back of those tags is a perfect place for almost doing a bit of hidden journaling. It's not immediately obvious, and people might not automatically assume, if someone was looking through your journal, that these lifted up, almost like a secret journaling spot. Here, this is the new mandala stencil. I think, is it called Pointed Doily? Something like that. And I'm using lavender through that. This is the new text stencil, my absolute favourite. And here I'm going in with a bit of raspberry just to kind of bring a bit more zing and link the background with what's on my tags as well. Now you can see I'm using turquoise, and I'm using one of the coaster stencils here just to pull some turquoise across. So I'm looking at the colours that are on the front of my tags and trying to bring a bit of cohesion to my page by pulling some of those colours onto the background as well. Decided I wanted a bit of collage paper, so this is from, I think it's one of the text packs, and I'm just going to pop that onto the tags using some of Dina's gel medium. So then I'm going to stamp some black circles on. This is just one of the, like from a cookie cutter set that I found, and I'm just stamping some of those on. I've just got like a piece of plastic on the other page. I wasn't putting the paint on the other page. Then I've grabbed some of the little animal stamps, and I'm going to stamp those going part on, part off the back of the tags, just so they're kind of peeping into the page. Yeah, and I made a mistake not putting a thing underneath that one, but never mind. Really doesn't matter. There's just more texture, isn't it? More pattern. You have to be okay when things like that happen, because they will. And it doesn't matter, because it doesn't need to be perfect. So once I was happy with the placement of those stamps, I'm then going to go in with some little hearts. Now, lots of art journalers use hearts on their pages. Not really something that I invented doing at all, but I do love to put hearts on my journal pages. I think that's because it kind of reflects maybe what I'm thinking and feeling at the time. I kind of felt this page needed a little bit of something more, so I painted some card in Stoked, which is the neon pink, punched out a big circle, and then I'm just going to cut some part circles out. Now what this is going to do is it's going to link those hearts with the rest of the page, and it just kind of pulls those designs right out to the edges, and it makes it feel like it makes a bit more sense. So here I'm using Dina's media glue just to get those stuck down. It's brilliant. It does what it says. And then I'm going in with quite a long quote about dogs. So these are little Velcro dots that I found at a local craft shop. They're really great for just helping to keep things closed when you are opening and closing books, so that, you know, they don't kind of get caught and fold out the wrong way. Easy to open, but I know those are going to stay in place. So there we have it. Gel printing without a gel plate. It's really good fun. Give it a go. Find a nice surface, whether it be a piece of plastic or a glass mat or, dare I say it, a tabletop, and give it a try. It's really fun, and you can create some really, really fun effects with different marks and different colours. So thank you for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the video, and I hope to see you again soon.